Hey guys, I'm so glad you're here. This is a great opportunity for you to be part of Shape Adventure Week. Are you excited? This is going to be awesome. Come on, let's go inside. I wonder what's going on. There's a lot of, I don't remember this before. Let's see. Oh my goodness, oh my word, whoa, oh my gosh, this is great. Wow, this is like a party. Oh, I love parties. This is awesome, guys. Woo, this is gonna be great. We're here to have an awesome time. And look, we have a great crew here. Let's see who we have. Oh, look, it's Joshua. This is my man. Oh, yeah. This is Miss Karen and Mr. Matt. They're gonna do recreation for you. Oh, this is Jackie and Matt. They're gonna be on an adventure this week. And then Miss Courtney with some crafts. It's gonna be awesome. Are you guys ready? This is gonna be so great. Woo! Hey there, kids. My name is Her. I am so excited to be here with you because this is going to be an awesome, awesome week. I cannot believe the fun that we're going to have. I know, look around. We are in the wilderness. So you would think, how much fun can we actually have in the wilderness? But I am telling you, this is going to be a great week. So I hope you are so excited. My name is Her, and I am here. I'm going to be with you every day this week, helping you, guiding you through this whole wilderness experience. I love Moses and Joshua, and you're going to meet some of my other friends, my other blokes. They're so funny, and it's going to be a great time. So, what am I here for? Well, I'm going to tell you a little bit about our stories. First of all, we are talking about this time in our history where Moses and the God's people went out of Egypt. Why were they in Egypt, you might say? Well, I'll tell you why. Because we were actually captured by the Egyptians. The Egyptians made us work without any pay, and they caused us to build things, and actually it was just so hard, and we were living in such a hard time, and we were in this situation for 400 years. Woo! Can you believe it? It was so crazy. And finally, we were like, God, rescue us! And guess what? God heard us. It was crazy. So then along comes Moses. And Moses comes before Pharaoh and he says, let my people go. Well, what do you think old Pharaoh said? Do you think he said, all right, go ahead. I don't need any workers anymore. You guys, you can just go on. No! He actually said no 10 times. Well, 9 times if we counted, right? But still, he said no. No. He was actually making our lives harder. But I'm getting ahead of myself. What we're talking about is the time when Moses went before Pharaoh and told Pharaoh to let us go. And then after so many plagues and things bad that happened in Egypt, he finally let us go. And off we went. And we thought we were really free. We were like, woohoo, doing the dance now. Oh yeah. But guess what? We got so far until we hit this place called the Red Sea. Big body of water. Can't swim very well. And it's a little bit far to cross it. But we thought we were fine until we heard the Egyptians coming. Pharaoh and his army, they're coming. They're going to get us. What are you going to do? So that is when we saw such an amazing miracle. God, in his power, started, first of all, putting like a big hedge of fire around us to protect us from the Egyptians. So we thought that was cool. But then the second part started happening. He caused the Red Sea to divide and a path to go straight through it. It was unbelievable. We're watching the water just create these walls, and we're able to walk through on dry ground. And then the fire lifted and went ahead of us, and the Egyptians came to capture us again. But we were okay. It was amazing. All the chariots come storming into that Red Sea. You'd think that after 10 plagues, this Pharaoh guy might not try that. But he went right through, and bam, after we got through, the waters came crashing down upon them, and we were truly free. It was incredible. So today, you're going to learn more about the crossing of the Red Sea and how that started our journey. But you would think that as Israelites, we would be so excited every day to just praise God, to say, we are free from Egypt. We have gone from death to life. But it didn't quite happen that way. So you're going to learn all about our traveling over the mountains and around and everything. We were hungry, we were thirsty, and guess what? We complained a lot. But still, God was with us. And that's what I want you to understand, is no matter what, God is with you. So you can trust him. God is with us, so trust God. God is with us, so trust God. You know what? As part of helping us understand the story better, I love to do motions. This helps us understand the story and gets us moving a bit. So I want you guys all to stand up, stand up, stand up. We're going to get some motions going, and I hope this is going to be a lot of fun. So every day, we're going to add a little bit more so that at the end of the week, we're going to have the whole story of Moses wandering from Egypt into the desert and on to this wonderful Mount Sinai. That's where we are, Mount Sinai. So here we go. We're going to start with Moses. So take your staff like this, and we're going to go, Moses. Wait, I didn't really hear you very well. You need to speak up a bit. This is Moses, so you're going to have to be really strong, he had to speak a lot, he had to tell us a lot of things, he was getting messages from God, very strong voice. So here we go. We say, Moses! One more time, Moses! Then he went to meet Pharaoh, and what did he say? He said, let my people go. So here we go. We go, Moses, let my people go. What did Pharaoh say? No. You cross your arms, look a little bit like you're, angry at Moses there, and you say no. So here we go. Moses, let my people go. No. Well, then what happened? We had 10 plagues, which included this one called Passover. And so we're going to talk about that in a little bit too. So we had 10 plagues, Passover, and because of the Passover, we were able to get to the Red Sea. All right, so we're going to end that with that part today. So we're just going to learn those motions. We'll do it again now. And then every day we're going to learn more, add to this story. So by the end of the week, you're going to have the whole thing really well memorized, understanding what happened and when. So here we go again. Ready? Stand up. Moses, let my people go. No. 10 plagues, Passover, Red Sea. Oh, that was awesome. You did such a great job. Hey, guess what? We are going to continue on talking more about what happened today as Moses went through the Red Sea, led us people, the Israelites, through the Red Sea, and we're going to see, wow, that's an incredible story and a miracle. So stay tuned for the next thing. I think I'm going to hear from Joshua, my good old friend, my buddy. He's going to talk to you a little bit more about this, and maybe we'll learn about it from another guy. I don't know. There might be a little camel or something. But hey, stay tuned. We're going to continue on in our Shape Adventure Week today.
Can you believe it? We're actually here. We're here. This is unbelievable. It is crazy. I cannot believe this. We're here. We're no longer there. We're here. We're not in Egypt anymore. We're not across the Sea of Reeds, the Red Sea, which is kind of weird because it's actually blue, but they call it the Red Sea because it looks red because of the reeds, but whatever, it doesn't matter. We're here. This is unbelievable. We followed Moses. It was awesome. God told Moses to do it, and we walked right through it. It was incredible. I still can't believe this. I mean, the sea parted, and we walked through, the red walked through the sea. Hold on, I'm out of breath here. Oh, I'm just so excited. I just gotta catch my breath. This is incredible. We've been waiting for this for so long. We have to celebrate. In fact, you know what? Let's dance. Everyone get up and dance. Come on. Here we go. We're going to get up and we're going to dance. This is so incredible. I cannot believe this. Oh, my word.
Hurry, I can't believe this. My back, my feet, I'm so tired.
Humphrey, come on. We got to get up and dance. We're celebrating here. This is awesome.
What? You're what?
We're dancing. We don't just have to dance walk like the Egyptian anymore. There's so many more dances we can do now. We can do like the Macarena. I mean, it is awesome what we can do here, man.
Boy. Oh, Sonny. Oh, you look like you're going to hurt yourself.
No.
Oh, you look funnier than a donkey with ants in his tunic. What's the matter with you? Oh, boy.
Oh, boy. Now, Humphrey, we got to celebrate. This is amazing. This time, we've been waiting for this for so long. It has been like 400 years. We've been enslaved in Egypt all this time. My parents, my grandparents, my great-grandparents, my great-great-great-grandparents, my great-great-great-great-great-great-grandparents. We were over there in Egypt, and we had no freedom. We couldn't do anything. We had to ask permission to do anything. It was terrible.
Yeah. I don't know. It wasn't all that great. I know. Oy vey, my back all the time. It was hurting. Yeah, and a lot like it is now, actually. And well, now after getting freed from everything and all that, I feel like that all we're doing is just schlepping through the desert for years and years until we all go kaputs. I mean, sure, we weren't exactly popping our feet up and sipping coffee, but still, I think we had it a little bit better here than that.
Better? No way! No. nothing. We had nothing there. It was terrible. It was evil. It was awful. There was no freedoms. There was nothing. We couldn't do anything without asking permission. We had a master telling us what we had to do all the time. Terrible.
Okay,
Absolutely.
true there, Sonny. I get it. I guess being free might be a bit better than being told what you have to do every day, asking to go eat or drink or go, do your business. Well, that's true. It's really no fun making no choices for yourself, no freedom, no life. But guess what? We're now in the desert. That is a hot and stinking desert. What fun is that? I know I'm a camel, but really, I would much rather be in the Arctic than the desert. I did not sign up for this.
No, I understand. I hear you. Yeah, listen, but you have to remember what God did for us. This is talking about the salvation. We've been waiting for this for years. We needed to be rescued. We needed a redeemer. And God, Yahweh, He is the one true redeemer. And He did it for us. He rescued us from Pharaoh, who was the most powerful man. It's incredible what He has done. I mean, think about it. Now we're here. It's incredible.
Yeah, well, I can't say much about that, but you're right, I guess, but this desert, I'm talking about the desert of all the places to pick. Why did God bring us into this desert?
Listen, you have to remember, think about this. The wind blew, the wind came, and the water, it raised up into these walls, and they separated. It was incredible. And then there was the pillar of fire that came behind us, between us and the Egyptians.
Okay, I might be a little bit of a dork here, but I get it. Just think God is going to be so powerful by sending all those plagues on Pharaoh and Egypt, making all of that mashiganins. Yes, then why then take us out of Egypt right into the promised land? Why not just go right there? You know what I'm saying? Oh, come on, am I right? Oy vey, I'm parched. It's so dark and depressing. The rocks, the sand, it's so hot. Boy.
I think we've heard you about, once, twice, 300 times about the rocks and the sand.
Okay, don't get your kugel in a conniption here. Some people, I tell you, well, you just make one little observation and people think you're harping all day. Look, all the other camels feel the same way. I was just talking to Camille the other day when she was saying the same thing. We all liked Egypt and that nice flowing Nile River. Of course, it turned into blood, but what's the big deal? Good garlic and onions, oh my. And then the general appearance of it. I mean, I really should have taken some snapshots, you know what I'm saying? With the obelisks and the pyramids, they look so nice.
The newest obelisk, yeah, you like that one, huh? Guess who made that? Us Israelites made that. In fact, we made pretty much everything that looks nice there in Egypt.
Yeah, I forgot. Yeah, you did a bang-up job there, Sonny. Yeah.
Yeah, we did. I know. But, I think we're kind of getting away from the point here. Hold on. Let me explain, all right?
Okay, are you sure you can do that?
Do what?
Explain.
Of course I can explain. I mean, I'm sure what I can explain. I can explain what I'm sure about. Surely I can explain. Surely.
Don't hurt yourself there, Joshy Washy.
Hey, now listen. I might not be Moses, all right? But even Moses had a bit of a speaking problem, all right? And God still used Moses to go and he talked to Pharaoh, that most powerful man in the world. And he told Pharaoh, hey, you let my people go. And Pharaoh didn't listen. And so he said, you let my people go. And this went on and on and on. And do you remember there were all the plagues that they sent? The Nile turned into blood. There were the frogs. There were the flies and the gnats. And then the cows died.
Oh, hey, let's not mention that one. Oy vey, I still have nightmares. Oh, I don't like thinking about that one.
Well, listen, it got even worse and worse after that. And I'll tell you, it was only because of God's grace and mercy that we were able to leave Egypt. And we finally did. And finally Pharaoh said, go. And so we did. And we were happy. We were excited. We were leaving. And then we're out in the desert and we got to the Red Sea and we're like, and we looked behind us and we heard the thundering, the 4 horses, the chariots coming, and Pharaoh changed his mind. And we were shaking in our sandals. We didn't know what to do because here's Pharaoh, here's the Red Sea. What are we going to do? And God provided for us again. He split that sea and we walked right through it. And now we're here.
Yes, Sonny. We're here. Did I mention we're here in the desert? Oh, the heat, the sand, the air, the rocks. It's so hot.
Yes. I got you. I heard you. We are here. I understand. But it's amazing. I mean, think about this. We didn't deserve it. We are God's people with the Israelites, but we didn't deserve it. We didn't do anything, but God wanted a relationship with us, so he saved us from the Egyptians, and we went through the sea. It is incredible. I'll tell you, I'm just so excited. I want to dance and sing again. Kids, you know what? Let's get up and let's dance. Everyone, here we go. We're going to get up. We're going to dance. Put your hands together. There we go. Let's go. Let's go. Here we go. Happy day. Here we go.
Dance off this thing.
Death is beaten, you have rescued me. Sing it out, Jesus Jesus is alive. The empty cross, the empty grave, life eternal, you have won the day. Shout it out, Jesus is alive. He's alive. And oh, happy day, you washed my sin away. Oh, happy day, I'll never be the same. Forever I'm changed. The greatest day in history. Death is beaten, you have rescued me. Sing it out, Jesus is alive. The empty cross, the empty grave, life eternal, you have won the day. Shout it out, Jesus is alive. He's alive. Oh, happy day, you washed my sin away. Oh, happy day, I'll never be the same. Forever I am changed. Oh, what a glorious day, what a glorious way that you have saved me. Oh, what a glorious day, what a glorious day. Jesus, oh, happy day, you washed my sin away. Oh, happy day, I'll never be the same. Forever I'm changed.
Woo-wee. Oh yeah, man, that had some beat to it. I love it, I love it, I love it. That music is woo-wee. So great, so great, so great. I hope y'all had a good time. I'm just loving this music in the desert thing. Woo! Now I'm out of breath. We better sit down, because we have some crafts coming up next with that Miss Courtney. So here we go. Woo-wee!
Hey everybody, and welcome back to the wilderness. And I am Miss Courtney. I will be leading you this week in arts and craft. And so as you remember with Joshua and Humphreys this morning, explaining the story of Moses leading the Israelites out of bondage into the Red Sea. And so I thought, what a better way to remember that story than making a craft that is Moses parting the sea. And so we're going to do that here together. For those of you who are joining us that maybe don't have the crafts supplied here, I'm also going to show you an alternative craft that you can do at home, along with a coloring sheet that we have included for you. So if you can get out your packs, it should look like the supplies you see here. We have the waves, we have the base of the Red Sea, we have the path that then is cleared for all of the Israelites to walk through. We have the foam that will actually be the backing for Moses, and the stickers here with the sea animals and the smaller white waves. This is my helper Ryder. He's joining me here this week, and he's actually going to work and start the craft so you can watch him as he goes through the steps. But the first step, I think, is to actually take the backing off of the brown path, and you can stick that on to the, believe it or not, these can float on water, which is pretty cool. And you can take off the backing and you can place that on to the bottom. See these little holes here? You're going to want to punch those out. That's what's going to hold in our waves. And those are really the steps to go through this. placing those in here like that, and I can do that here with you quickly.
Wow, what you guys up to?
Oh, hey, Lammy, good to see you.
I'm so glad to be here. Wow, you're doing arts and crafts?
We are.
I love arts and crafts. That's the best.
So do I. This
Yeah.
is a really fun arts and craft.
And it looks like you guys are working on something with Moses.
We are. We are.
Oh, that's so great.
Yeah, Moses is amazing. And
He went through the Red Sea.
he did.
I was with him. The walls of water were really, really high. It was kind of freaky, scary.
I would imagine so.
Yeah. But we got through. And those Egyptians were right behind us. And we had to go, wow. It was scary. But we got through, and they didn't.
And they
It was
did
amazing.
not. Yes. How faithful is God in that too?
I know.
Amazing. And I think too, Lammy, something that we should remember is God's grace. In the scenario, he's so faithful, but applying it to our story here with Moses, the grace that God gave to Moses and never left him and was with him. And I think it's a great reminder of Jesus and how Jesus has led us from death to life through his blood. And so as you create this craft, may it not only be a reminder of God's faithfulness with the Israelites and how he led Moses, but also how Jesus has been so faithful through his death and resurrection.
Yeah. They could even write the word grace. Could you do that?
That's a great idea, Lammy. I was thinking something very similar too.
Yeah.
When you have your finished platform, you can actually take a marker and write the word grace here on the path. And that would be a great reminder as you look at this of how, grace, not only in this situation with Moses, but grace through the blood of Christ. And so I'm actually going to let you guys get started, but before we do, I want to give everybody at home who does not have these supplies the option or alternative with supplies you may have at home. And so very, very simply with just some construction paper, you can take a sheet just like this and fold in the sides, and this is going to represent the Red Sea being parted.
Oh, look at that.
I know.
That's great.
Yes, and then you can take just a sandy looking piece of, or sand cut brown, tan, construction paper for the bottom of the Red Sea as the Israelites walked through. And then if you have anything at home, maybe a Lego figure, minifig, or any little doll or character, you can make your own Moses. And you can have that little figure right here in the sea. And you can have fun with that. And
You can get a cotton ball and make a little sheep like me.
Oh,
and
yes.
she can cross the Red Sea too.
Absolutely. And you could make a little lammy crossing the Red Sea as well. And anybody else, we have these coloring sheets. If this is something that you feel like you want to scale back and do it this way, that's fine too. So there's many, many different ways to remember this wonderful story of God's faithfulness. So this is a great time. Hit pause and get to your crafts.
Hey kids, I'm Mr. Matt.
And I'm Miss Karen. Welcome to Recreation Time.
Every day we're going to be bringing you 3 different games. A game for younger kids, older kids, and of course everyone's favorite, water games! Parents, always remember you can adapt any of these games for family size or neighborhood size in your backyard.
The first game that you're going to do is called Land and Sea. This is for the younger kids, but anybody can play. You're going to make a line in your yard, on your driveway. One of the sides you designate as land, the other side is going to be sea. You have a caller or a leader who is going to say land, sea, sea, land. You have to stay on that side that the leader calls. If you aren't on that side, then you are out. That is the object of the game. So that's our first game for the day.
Our second game for the older kids, but can also be played by the youngers, is the famous backyard game and schoolyard game called Sharks and Minnows. Leader, designate one child to be a shark. That child's in the middle in your backyard. All the other kids line up on one side of the yard. When the leader blows a whistle, All the minnows are gonna race across the yard. The shark in the middle is gonna try and tag them. If you get tagged, you now become a shark for the second round. All the kids who aren't tagged are gonna try and run across the sea again. And on and on until there's only one minnow left, and that child is the winner. That child becomes the shark for the next round of the game.
And remember, you can play this game any day that you want for a filler. This is an awesome game for any age. Now, our third game is a water game. And of course, it's going to depend on the weather. So feel free to put whatever you want in the water game spot that you feel is necessary. The game for today is a water relay race. And you're going to have 2 buckets, one on each end. You're going to have a line behind one bucket, fill your bucket with water, have a cup. You can have a hole in your cup, or you can have any size cup. The object is to have for you to race and relay to the bucket on the opposite side, dump it in, and run back to your team. The first team to fill the bucket the most is the winner. You can do this over and over and over again. And you can also, at the end, douse your leader with the water. You have our permission.
And parents, for older kids, you can make this game a little harder by using, instead of a bucket, use a 2-liter soda jug and that hole in the cup and try and get the water inside. That'll make it a little more difficult.
Okay, so they are your games, the 3 games for today.
And now it's time for you to get involved. Pause that video and head outside. We'll see you tomorrow.
Have fun. Bye.
Hey kids, welcome to Shape Adventure Week. I hope you're having fun so far. I am so excited to be able to present to you some of the Bible. I think I just heard a text. Wait a second. No way. Oh my goodness. Jackie, you're not gonna believe it. There is a treasure down by our shed. Yeah, a treasure. I don't know. I didn't really pay attention. I just know they said dig around the shed.
Okay.
All right. Yeah, I'm so excited. Okay. I didn't bring a shovel. I'm gonna go get a shovel. I'm getting a shovel. I'll be right back.
It's gotta be.
You got it. Oh, it's hard. How did we get so far? I can't believe this box was underground here. And this top came off so easy. Oh my, what is that?
Oh my goodness, this looks like some sort of old map.
All right, this is where we are right now. This is the shed, and it has an arrow going this way over a lake. I think that's over a lake. And that looks like some sort of rock or boulder. Whoa. And then it comes to some tree. Oh, and then X marks the spot. All right. So, like I said, I think I know where the pond is, where the lake is on the map. So we're gonna go right now. Follow me. I'll show you where it is. All right, we found the pond. I'm going across, all right? It said we had to go across the pond, so I'm going across. Oh my goodness, this is really bad. I don't think we're gonna be able to get across. It's gonna be too hard. I think it's gonna be impossible. I can't even move. My shovel's getting, oh.
Wait a minute, look what I just found.
Oh my goodness.
I think this is gonna be perfect.
That is gonna be so much better.
We both can sit on it.
I think we can go right across in there. I can't get out though. I'm gonna need some help. This is for the treasure. see if we can get you off. All right, first part of the map is done.
We're done.
Next, we gotta find the. Oh no!
No, get it!
Wow.
That was so much fun.
That was a blast.
Oh my
We had
goodness.
such a good time.
That was more, I mean, that was an interesting day.
That was a great day.
I hope you enjoyed our adventure through the woods. We can't wait to show you more. But you know what? While we were doing that, it really reminded me of a story from the Bible.
Yep.
Yeah, when we were digging the hole, it reminded me of how hard the Israelites had to work when they were under Pharaoh. Pharaoh worked them so hard. And it really reminded me of how, man, it must have been difficult to be in the hot sun and sweating and working all day long.
Just like what you were doing. You're digging all that dirt. It was so hard. We were trying so hard to find that map under there.
Yeah.
And it was kind of like what they had to do
But
in
they
the
had to do
hot
so
sun.
much worse.
Yep.
And you know what they did? They called out, they cried out to God, and they said, this is too much, God. God, we need help. They called out to him. They said, please, God, please. And you know,
And he helped them.
sent Moses to help them.
Yep.
It was crazy. And you know how Moses helped him? He went to Pharaoh and he said, Pharaoh, let my people go. And Pharaoh said, no. They are going to keep working for me. They're going to keep working hard. I'm not going to let your people go.
Yeah.
So then God sent Moses to do to really stand up to Pharaoh, and it was pretty crazy what happened. You know, Moses said, if you don't let my people go, God's going to send plagues. And he sent things. He made like the river turn the blood. And he sent frogs. And then later he had some of the animals die. And he had boils and gnats and flies everywhere. And Pharaoh kept saying, no, no, no. The Israelites are going to work for me until the final plague came.
Yep.
And that plague is when God killed the firstborn son of Pharaoh. And when Pharaoh lost his own son, he said, go, run away. I don't want you here anymore. And he sent him away.
Yeah.
And you know how would you feel if you were the Israelites and you were working hard for that long?
I would have been so filled with joy and so excited that we finally got to leave.
That's exactly what happened.
That was a very, very hard life that they had to live, and they got to go. They finally got to leave. And it was kind of like when we found out, when you got that text about the treasure map, and we were so excited.
I was so happy.
We had been sitting around the house for so long, and finally we got to do something that was really fun.
We've been inside for so many months, and we got to go out and have an adventure.
Yeah, it was amazing.
An adventure. And for the Israelites, they were stuck for years, hundreds of years.
Yep.
And they were stuck working hard, and all of a sudden they were allowed to leave, and they were so happy. And they started to walk away into the wilderness. And you're going to tell us a little about what happened
We have a
next.
story here called The Red Sea. Then Pharaoh and his officials changed their minds about the people of Israel.
What? Wait. So he said they could leave, and then he changed his mind?
The Egyptians went after the Israelites. All of Pharaoh's horses and chariots and horsemen and troops went after them. So they were so excited they got to leave, but then found out there's people behind us chasing us. And then they get to this big, huge Red Sea, and we're going to find out what happened. As Pharaoh approached the Israelites, they looked up. There were the Egyptians. The Israelites were terrified. They said to Moses, what have you done? So they're looking at their leader and they're saying, oh my goodness, you started leading us here. What have you done? It would have been better to serve the Egyptians than to die in the desert. Moses answered the people, don't be afraid. The Lord will fight for you. Then Moses, this is Moses right here, reached his hand out over the Red Sea. Because now that they come to this big Red Sea, there was no place to go. They had no boats. They had nothing to get them across the sea.
I can't imagine getting to this huge sea and just not being able to make it.
They didn't have a llama. We found that llama.
We had a llama.
They absolutely did not have that.
Remember when I stepped in, my leg went all the way up to here?
Yes.
I wonder if they stepped in and they said, well, we can't get across, Moses.
I bet they did.
What happened?
All that night, the Lord pushed the sea back. He turned the sea into dry land. The people went through the sea on dry ground. There was a wall of water on their right and on their left.
The Egyptians chased them. All of Pharaoh's horses and chariots followed them into the sea. Moses reached his hand out over the sea, and the sea went back to its place. The water covered the chariots and horsemen. Not one of the Egyptians was left. That day, the Lord saved Israel, so they put their trust in him.
Wow.
That's amazing.
That's really cool. It's cool how when the Israelites reached out to God, when they asked God for help, he came through. And even when they hit the challenge of the Red Sea, when they were worried, oh no, this might be the end, the chariots are coming, God provided a way.
Yep.
That reminds me a lot of our posters for today. And what we have here is we have Egypt, which in a lot of ways signifies death. They were in Egypt and they couldn't get out. They were trapped. And they had to work day after day. And then, when they called out to God and they were headed to the promised land, they walked out into the wilderness. That signifies life. It's going from death to life. And then they come along to the Red Sea and they're trapped. And because of God's grace, they're able to get through. They're able to walk through the sea.
And because of God's grace, all of us are wrapped up in Jesus' family. We have that grace from him. And
yeah, if we call out to him.
Yes.
Because because of sin, we are trapped just like the Israelites were in Egypt. But if we cry out to God, we ask him to redeem us like he redeemed the Israelites. If we ask him to save us like he saved the Israelites, the Bible says that Jesus will do just that.
Yep.
And Jesus gives us grace, just like God gave grace to the Israelites so they could walk through the Red Sea.
Yep.
And I love that. I love that we can see this picture of the Israelites coming out of Egypt. And it can remind us of us coming out of our own situations.
Yep. And just like that adventure we had today of what we did. Oh, you know what? I think.
Oh my goodness.
We need to
gotta
get
go.
going for
I'm
our
sorry.
next.
We have
a lot going on. All right. Thank you guys.
What an awesome first day, wasn't it? Oh my goodness, it's so awesome to see that we have just learned a great story all about God and his amazing grace as we saw that he took us from death to life, crossing that Red Sea. He saved us and redeemed us from Egypt, from that awful Pharaoh, and now we are his people. And yes, this is very crazy. We are walking through the desert. I know, this is the wilderness for Pete's sake, but that's okay because we know that God is with us. Just like this says, our theme for the day is all about saying, God is with us. So what? Trust God. That's what we're all talking about. And so as you learned, hopefully, from doing some of our games, all about like land and sea, and as we did some crafts, and as we did, that crazy Humphrey the camel talking all about being in the desert and complaining and grumbling, I hope that you recognize every day how God is with you and that you can trust him. He is all-powerful, he loves you, and as we saw today, he does amazing, miraculous things, even now, even in your life today. So hey, as we wrap up today, I want us to make sure that we're all still feeling good and peppy. I know we probably listened to some stories, hopefully you played some games, but still, let's stand up. We're going to make sure that we're a little bit ending the day on a high note. So, we're going to start with something that I love to do. This is called Form the Banana. I know we don't have many bananas here in the wilderness, but it's one of those things that we really love to eat. So, here we go. This is how we do it. We go form the banana, form the banana, form the banana, form the banana, and then you peel the banana, peel the banana, then you peel the banana, peel the banana, then you mash banana, mash banana, mash banana, mash banana. Woo! Wasn't that awesome? I tell you, this has been such a great day. While you're standing up, let's review those motions, because every day we're going to add some more. So this is the first day, and we're going to just go over what we learned this morning, and hopefully then tomorrow we'll learn a few more motions and keep going all week long. So here we go. Do you remember how it starts? It's like this. Does that ring a bell at all? We're standing there with our staff, and who are we again? Moses. So here we go. Moses, let my people go. What's the next word? Oh, yes. No! 10 plagues, Passover, Red Sea. You got that? Let's do it one more time. It goes, Moses, let my people go. No. 10 plagues, Passover, Red Sea. Awesome. That was such a great job. Hey guys, I cannot wait to see you tomorrow. This is going to be such a great week, and this is going to be a time for you to really enjoy learning all about what God has done in our past here, even in the wilderness, even when things look bad and it doesn't seem like it's going great. God is still with you. So I'll check us out tomorrow, and I'll see you then. Hey there, guys. I hope you had a great first day. Wasn't this an exciting time? Thank you so much for being with us. I hope that everything will be pretty easy and straightforward for you guys. Thank you to the parents and the leaders who are helping out to make this an exciting time for the kids. And make sure that you're looking at the whole webpage and stuff that is on here. Be sure that you find the worksheets for the day. Make sure that you see all of the instructions and everything else that we're trying to provide for you to make this an exciting week. So, thank you again. I'm just going to pray us out, and then you can be done. Dear Lord, thank you so much for this wonderful opportunity to be here and to just share the love of Jesus with these children. I pray that you will bless them, bless the leaders and the parents, and may this just be an encouraging week for us all. In Jesus' name, amen. Hey guys, thanks a lot, and see you tomorrow.